Alright, this is about 9 miles outside of Crescent City. It is the Jedediah Redwood Park. So you can see, of course, there's a bunch of... I'm afraid I might have missed the big sequoias. I'm not really sure anymore, because I thought that there were some more around, but they may have been to the south. Like, even south of Monterey a little ways. So I'm kind of afraid that maybe I missed the really, really big ones. But, you know, I figured I'd swing by here anyway. When I was looking around online, nobody actually seems to know the freaking difference. Like, some of them were like, yeah, dude, totally, sequoias are down here, and then the next side will be some completely different freaking place. The 101, well, I was going to point over there, over there. It'll take you right up into Oregon, so that'll be our next thing after this. There's signs for bears and shit everywhere. I kind of hope I don't run into a bear, because I'll panic. I went ahead and grabbed a motel room in town. That way I could run out here and check the place out a little bit. Because I didn't get any sleep last night. I don't know why either. I guess I was just thinking too much about leaving. I was getting really antsy. I felt a lot better when I started driving. The signs in here aren't really that clear either. There's a campground here, but... Oh, sorry. Did say that there were a bunch of miles of trails and stuff, but, I don't see any markings. But this is just the picnic area. Oh, shit. Look at that monster. Damn. Damn. And that's not even one of the big ones. I'm gonna have to put my hat over there again, just to, so you can see the scale of what I'm talking about. Okay. Baseball cap. As long as it doesn't blend in so I can freaking find it. Okay, you see my hat? And I've backed up about 20 feet. This thing must be... big around. I don't even have an estimate. Once I get within, looks like about 10 feet, I can't move in anymore or else I'll lose it. Huh? I wonder how old this tree is. Apparently, from what I understand anyway, from the difference between redwoods and sequoias, jeez, damn, is that these are old growth sequoia, or old growth redwoods. And half of all the old growth redwoods left in California are here in this park. He's a big motherfucker too. Oh shit. I should have brought something, and I didn't think. Yeah, apparently there was a sequoia park, specifically indicated, but That one was to like the southeast of Monterey. Than every freaking thing. I think it's because there's some confusion over what a redwood is and what a sequoia is. Damn, that guy is bad. I just want to go up and give it a hug, but there's nobody here to hold the camera. I mean, I wonder if I can like put it on this and then maybe it'll. Maybe it'll have some indication of size. Maybe that worked, maybe it didn't. I meant to wear my Facebook God shirt today. I totally forgot. I was gonna be like, look, Vlad, these are the trees that you made, man. Because Facebook God is a cool guy. But I forgot. It's buried in my car somewhere. Kind of amazing. Think of how these trees support themselves at the very top. I wish my camera could like give a sense of the like scale, but I don't think it can. Also because there's nobody else here. Diversity of connections, create a healthy ecosystem. While on your journey, you witness diversity of life. Ooh, while on your journey. This must be the end of a trail. Even natural events such as floods and fires are part of a healthy ecosystem. As you explore other natural settings, remember that everything you see works together to form a natural, healthy ecosystem. When we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. John Muir. Hey, I know a Muir. Autumn, is that a relative of yours? Damn, look at that. Big guy. It's like a big fucking tree. It's like the tank of trees. And these are the small ones. Oh, wish I could have gotten to see the big ones, but these guys are cool too. Stay there, hat. I can't even back up enough. Yeah. Here's my hat. You are surrounded. Charlie was close. I could feel it. And you see animals, of course, just connect to the bone. Yeah. Plants and animals do their thing. Yep, that's cool. Well, at least this trail seems to be well marked. Well, was it yesterday? Well, it's not. I can only imagine, like, first people that, you know, found these big fucking trees. Damn. How about it, Amanda? Is that a big fucking tree? Oh, okay, well, you know, you get the idea. Huge tree. I'd probably take like 10 people to hug this tree. These trees are like, no one ever wants to hug me. Sorry, tree. Just too much for my embrace. The grooves are so just like... It's like everything about them is overstated. I mean, you know, usually tree bark, I mean, it's grooved like that, but it's so much smaller. going to be looking on the internet again to see if there's any chance that maybe around here somewhere I might have overlooked a place or something where I could see like the big sequoia trees. 'Cause that's what I really wanted to see, those. I think maybe I might have missed them because there's some confusion on the internet over what is a redwood and what is a sequoia. Which, I mean, now I know the difference. I didn't realize that there were a couple different varieties. And, you know, there are the big, huge monsters that you always see in all the photos, and then there's these tall, thinner ones. These guys, I guess, haven't grown up yet. And then the tall, skinny ones that we saw, or well, that I recorded yesterday. This tree is easily 3 times as tall as the big pine trees in our front yard. Well, in my mom's front yard. And if not, then they're taller. Damn. I feel like I shouldn't be so impressed by a tree, but I am. It's like, damn, you're big. Probably the same reaction, you know, when you meet Chris Hemsworth in person. You're like, damn, you big dude. You hot Viking man. Wow, that is a pretty wood. I can't imagine with that they use redwood to make stuff anymore, considering it's all protected now. But I would like to have seen some stuff that was made of redwood. I bet it's a really pretty, seems real pretty wood. I should probably watch where I'm going, because I don't know where I am. Alright, you can read that. Pause it and read it if you want. Not really good at spatial measurements, so I couldn't really tell you. I'm like, huh, that must be like 100 feet tall. I have no idea, because I'm not good at measuring things. I think they're taller than that, though. Because again, I'm not good at spatial definitions. A friend of mine in college was a computational mathematics student. And she said to me, there are 3 kinds of people in math. There are people who can do algebra-type math. There are people who can do geometry-type math. And then there are the assholes that can do both. That geometry was the only math class I ever got a B in. That was the highest I ever got. Oh, this is pretty. What is that? Once again, ball cap comes to the rescue. In conclusion, big fucking tree. Trunk. I mean, damn. Look at these monsters. There's hobbits living in here somewhere. Nice picture. By the way, friends, if you ever come to one of these places, take somebody else with you. That way you can scale the picture. This looks cool. Man, I wonder what knocked this big guy over. Holy shit. I wonder how much one of these trees weighs. I guess the like biggest ones, like that they know of, all have names. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. It's neato Chio. Like, I think the biggest one, they named it General Sherman or something, and then the Emperor, and there's a couple other ones, but I think that's back to the south, unfortunately. Actually, I'm not really sure, because some sources said that those really freaking humongous trees like that were in the park that's southeast of Monterey. But then another site said that they were the Avenue of the Giants, which is a scenic driving route right outside of San Francisco, which I did not know, because I passed right by it. Of course, it was in the middle of the night, so I wouldn't be able to see them anyway, but it's the principle of the thing. Oh, there's a campground over here. Got it, okay. What am I hearing snapping like this? I sincerely hope it's not a bear, because I may panic. Oh. Now, see, these are the kind of trees that, like, that'd be awesome to have some of those. Like, you're gonna build a tree house right here. No, I want you to hollow the tree out. You know, when you think about that, though, it makes you sound like a weirdo. I'm gonna hollow this out and live inside of it. It's like opening up somebody else's skin and just jumping in. Nurse logs. It does look like it's been burned. It's so humid here too. But I mean, there are forest fires all the freaking time in California. Speaking of, Crescent City is pretty close to the California-Oregon border. And I forgot to look up just how much the distance is, but it's going to be real quick here that I'm going to be getting out of California finally. I thought I'd cut across to the northeast and go to Crater Lake, but I just thought, as I was driving over here, I'm like, oh, duh. I wanted to go to Portland and Seattle, but then I was going to have to hook southeast anyway, to go to Yellowstone, so I may just wait and hit it on my way back to the east. Wow, that's such a pretty wood. Beautiful color. I always want to write. I always have this like story rolling around in my head that I can't seem to get on paper. It always revolves around trees. Like the family of trees. Like, they have different colors and each one of them has a separate property. And the princess trees were the rarest and only grew in the deserts. And their wood was a bright, beautiful sunset red. And grandfather trees were the biggest. The father trees were the only ones that produced fruit. And they were blue. and had, I had written a bunch of stuff down, like about each of the member of the tree family, because there was the grandfather, the grandmother, the mother and father, and then the prince and the princess. And the mother wood was always, I think it was, what did I say it was? It was like, I think it was purple. And then the prince wood was silver. And they were imbued with certain properties or were good at particular things. Like prince wood was well used for bows and cool stuff like that. I always want to write that story. But every time I start, I just get... Well, but then again, when I came up with the idea, I was still in Monterey. Wow, these are all kind of combined together, aren't they? Yeah, they are. So maybe now that I'm out, maybe I'll be able to finally write it. Because I always think about it. And that it was like this idea that there was this, this family of trees, and they were all connected through, like, anchor trees, which were the 17 white pines. Which were considered sacred. It was really cool in my head, but... I don't know where I am. But you know what? The water's down there. I know I was over there. So I don't want to get too lost, because I don't have, like, a compass on me. I put one in my bag thinking, oh yeah, because I frickin' over-prepare. I either completely over-prepare for everything I can think of, or I don't take what I need the most and end up screwing myself. Oh, there's a frickin' sign. Wow, look at this water. It's so clear. Green. That green tint is not from the leaves or anything. That's from the water itself. Let's get down there and see if we can check out some more. It's beautiful. Also, I've got a thing about water. I always want to jump in it. Excuse me. Wow, it is just a beautiful green color. I was kind of thinking there might be mosquitoes or something down here, but I don't seem to be running in very many of them. Or at least not yet. Here we go. It's beautiful. I just thought about it. I was like, man, I could totally just jump down the water. But no. I was parked over there. I don't actually remember. Can I get down by the water? Oh, I'm too short. don't think I was close to whatever's going on over there. Okay. God, the water's so pretty. Oh, I thought maybe there was a trail over there. It doesn't look like it. I mean, I wouldn't mind slogging through it. It's beautiful water, but it's cold as fuck. Okay, just quick. The longer I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, I could go play in the water. That'd be pretty cool. No. Sorry about that. I like this part of the country a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, well, I didn't know a whole lot about it, but, you know, Indiana's pretty dull. I mean, when you get to the southern part of Indiana, it starts to look a lot like Kentucky, and there are cliffs, but Indiana's mostly just flat. I just got this weird feeling like I shouldn't be here. I'm gonna give myself a heart attack. I probably should have read the signs about the bears. I may have to turn around, because this is not where I thought it was. I do like the lack of bugs around here. Indiana just makes it almost impossible to freaking do anything. That's cool. My imagination plays more tricks on me than anything else on the frickin' planet. That's why I have such a phobia of the dark. Because I always imagine that there are much more horrible things. You know, there isn't. Well, like right now, I'm like, man, so what would I do if a bear came with me? I suppose I'd probably get my ass kicked. Oh yeah, Jedediah Strong Smith. Apparently he was one of the first Europeans to make it out here. And he was like, holy shit! It's big fucking trees! Oh man. I'm glad it's still early. It wasn't yet 7:30 when I left the motel. So I wanted to get in here, have a look around, in case it ended up being kind of hot and gross today. And I'm so freaking sensitive, stupid sensitive to the sun. So yeah. I do not do well in the heat. If they had stationed me in the desert while I was in the military, I would have been like, alright, well I guess I'm done. Oh. Oh, nature loop. Okay, so. Oh, so that was half a mile. Okay, so. Ooh, is this where I was? I have no idea. Maybe. There's some picnic tables. I'm kind of hoping it is, because otherwise I'm really not sure where I am. Wait, yep, I think this is the, yeah, I think this is where I started. I don't know if this guy's got the same. Oh, he took his car all the way back here. I guess he knows what's up, huh? If you look really close, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas are going to run right over here. I didn't double back. Oh, he's from Arizona. Cool beans, right? It's beautiful. You can't even see the tops of the trees because of the fog. It really is something. I suppose that was a moment where in a movie I'd be like, oh man, only something amazing could come across from the nature. Like, yeah, I know, it's cool. Nature is cool. Humans are cool too. I mean, yeah, we do a lot of stupid shit, but, you know, we have the most developed minds, so we do a lot of stupid stuff. It always irks me a little bit whenever people say there's no way that humans could have built the pyramids and shit like that. Like, dude, it's not like we had the internet and HBO. do you think the intellectuals were doing with their time? Building fucking pyramids. I don't have a map of this place, so I have no idea, like, what other trails and stuff there are. I assume there are others, because there's a whole camping area somewhere. I saw that one car, and then, I didn't see any others. But I know that there's a big area back there. So I'm sorry, Amanda, I wanted to see, like, the really big freaking sequoias, but it looks like I may have lost the opportunity. But I still got to see the redwoods, and I wanted to see those. They're still, you know, healthy, big fucking trees, so. Bigger than we got in Indiana, anyway. Oh, hey. Look at all the bugs I've killed with my car. Wow. Steadying the population, one mosquito at a time. Alright, well, hey, I'm going to run back to the motel and get this loaded up so we can look at some big fucking trees. In the way that every child should sit and listen. Probably should tell you, but I keep forgetting. Apparently that whole park, it covers like 20 miles or 20 acres or something. I don't know exactly. I heard it stretches quite a ways to a place called Stout Road, which is apparently another good spot for hiking.